What's up, YouTube? It has been a while, but I finally got some time to edit all my little training footage. And uh, here I'm just attempting to jump a new little hip in a release park escape car. I'm doing some 180s, trying to get some height on the rear wheel. Um, yeah, it was pretty good. And also like leveling out the bike in the air so I don't always land super back wheel heavy. I'm trying to learn half caps, not very explosive or high jumps yet, but both wheels are leaving the ground, so progress. And I'm also trying to do some sliders instead of always doing the pedal pressure rollout where the front wheel lifts. Just trying to slide the front wheel across the ground. I also made some progress on manuals. These are pretty consistent now. It took a while to adjust to the new bike, but it's getting there. Bunny jump practice over this barrier. This barrier is quite nice because it just knock over and it's made of plastic, so the potential for getting hurt is not that high. More fly out practice, trying to tuck the rear wheel up, bend the legs, get really high. And then here's a bunch of attempts, a few of them successful at doing tie attempts. And these are the first almost tie attempts that I land. The jump back into the ramp could definitely be better, so I just let the front wheel drop back in and roll in. But yeah, super stoked to get to the point where I know it's just I know I just have to keep on practicing and I'll have them soon. There's more manual body hop manual practice on the Manipad cost a lot. And of course I also have to do some 360 practice. And specifically this day I was trying to actually not jump that high, but just get a super good spin going. I think I figured out that the key to landing these is actually leveling out the bike. When I do it from the fly out, usually I land very back wheel heavy and I loop out or don't land it. Here's just some people stall practice riding on the bank. The people stall coming back down. I'll attempt the Smith stall in a second, but I don't land it. Smith grind is actually a lot easier than the Smith stall, for me at least. It's hard to get out of the Smith stall. More bunny hop manual practice. I really like this pad, and it's so long that you really have to have control over the manual. Some 180s that are a little cut off. Can't see the rollout. Oh, just the start of it. It's weird that 180s are very dependent on how I feel that day. If I've been lifting weights or doing other kinds of exercise and I'm tired, I have a hard time committing to the 180s. But if the body is fresh and ready to jump, they're quite easy for me. There's some 180s off the little ledge. This is actually easier than doing it on flat because you have a little bit more time to rotate. And finally, I tried doing 180 up onto the Manipad. The idea was to roll fakie across the Manipad and then do a half cap out. But I never got to that. It was hard enough just controlling the fakie and not running into the rail. It was a pretty bad crash. That nothing bad happened. It just hurt a bit in my butt. This was a rainy day, so I went to this indoors place. Just they got some new obstacles, and one was this little small box. So I'm just doing some manuals in that. Slip the pedal there. And as you can see, they are pretty consistent. It's barely high enough to do grinds, but the wheels or the tires do clear the ground. So it's very, very easy to grind with this. I'm just doing some feebles and then double pegs. I think now I'll move on to Smith grinds. And here the problem is also that you really have to pull up very fast, otherwise the front wheel will just roll off on the ground. More 180s felt good this day. Really easy to get it around, and decent height on some of them. I'm trying to jump a bit more and level out the bike, and not just try to whip the back wheel around without lifting it very much. Yeah, I think that's going to be one more, and then we'll move on to something else. Yeah, and the last thing is a few nose bunks, which is something that I've been eager to try out. And that's it. That's all I got. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.